It was springtime on the island of Sodor. Bertie the bus was having a quiet morning.
It's so nice and quiet today.
And so he dozed outside of his shed in the warm sunshine.
This is very nice, I must say. What's that noise?
Suddenly, Percy arrived with some news. Hello, Bertie. Guess what? Thomas has left the island traveling the world, and the Fat Controller wants your help.
Me? What am I supposed to do, Percy?
Take over from Thomas's branch line, I suppose.
Oh, just when I'm having a nice rest. Oh, very well.
And off Bertie went to Thomas's first stop, Dryaw Station, to see what he could do. Bertie's Bumpy Day. When Bertie arrived at Dryaw Station, he could see that Thomas's passengers weren't very happy at all.
This is disgraceful, and our lives been waiting.
Yes, and I've been waiting here for 2 hours, and I'm supposed to be at work by now.
Take over the branch line? Well, I suppose I better then.
But instead of opening the door to let the passengers on, Bertie set off again to find a nearby level crossing. And then he did the silliest thing you could imagine.
Well, Thomas sure you could do unscheduled stops. If Thomas can run on the rails, why can I? I expect to be doing my.
He started driving along the branch line, just like Thomas.
It's a bit bumpy, but never mind.
Bertie, what on earth are you doing here?
I'm helping Thomas's passengers.
He would have done a better job if he just stick to the road like a proper boss.
Just as the passengers would go and complain to the Stationmaster saying what a bad railway it was, they could hardly believe their eyes when they saw Bertie coming.
Look, there's a train coming.
That's not a train, it's a bus.
Oh, don't worry, everyone. Hope has arrived.
Bertie tooted as he pulled into the station.
A bus on the railway line?
Well, it's better than nothing. I'm late for work now. Come on.
Next stop, Toy Wreck Station.
As Bertie tooted his horn once more, and when everyone was on board, off he went.
Oh dear, I don't like this, I feel sick.
The Stationmaster thought it was the strangest thing he'd ever seen.
Cool, a bus on the railway line? I'd better tell Sir Topham about this. Hello, sir. There's a bus driving on the Farquhar branch line, literally on the railway line. It's unbelievable.
A bus, you say? On the Farquhar branch line? Driving on the rails? Well, I can hardly believe my ears.
Percy, of course, who was hearing the Fat Controller's voice outside his office, couldn't wait to tell the other engines at the yards. Guess what, everyone? Bertie's driving on the rails of Thomas's branch line!
Is it really?
The news went around the yard in seconds.
Thomas's branch line?
Yes, a bus driving on a branch line.
A railway line? What the blazes is a bus doing driving on the railway line?
Right, we better hurry off.
And they all hurried off to see if it was true.
I've got to keep up.
I'm coming. Hey, wait for me.
Meanwhile, Bertie was bumping up and down the line, and the Farquhar branch line residents were amazed.
Whoa, look at that. Well, knock me over with a feather.
And when he passed through Elsbridge, who should be there to watch him go by? You see? What did I tell you?
Cool, it's unbelievable.
Be careful, Bertie.
Well, I have to say it's the dumbest and daftest thing I've ever seen.
Oh dear, dignity.
That evening, Bertie returned to his shed, where the engines and the Fat Controller were waiting. Here he comes now!
It's me, everyone. I'm home.
Everyone gathered around to see if Bertie was alright.
Well, you're still in one piece. That's the main thing.
Yes, we've been worried about you and the passengers.
Poor Bertie. He was still shaking from a very bumpy day on a very bumpy branch line. The Fat Controller was especially pleased to see him back.
Now, it was, good of you to help, Bertie, but don't you ever do anything like that again.
And you know what? Bertie never, ever did after listening to the Fat Controller's stern words.
However, I got Stanley to look after Thomas's trains, so you can go back to your bus route. Thank you, sir, but buses belong on the roads. You don't think that belongs on rails, on trains.
And you know something else? I think he's right. Don't you?